And I have a few agents here. Some of them are using they're our agents in Empower ID Identity Fabric. Some are discovered agents that we've wrapped to govern, like this one coming from Azure Foundry, or they could be coming from AWS Bedrock or Google Vertex. In this case, we're going to do a quick example of an SAP Security Analyst agent. And it can analyze an SAP S/4HANA system in this case. Here's some of the things it can do. Obviously, is it can check license posture, critical role holders, see who's risky, see why they're risky. We are going to do something just for fun. We're going to say, so I'm going to ask it to create some risky users, try to make them realistic, and we'll just record what happens here. So now we're running the agent. The agent we can see what it's doing. It's in the planning phase. When you create an agent in Empower ID Identity Fabric, you can pick which model provider you want. In this case, we're using GPT. What model, what level of intelligence, and that controls, how many turns it does and all of that. In the case of Empower ID Identity Fabric, the governed execution, it's going to generate, of course, the mission. It's going to then validate on each execution that it's not going outside the boundaries of the mission. Now, one thing we'll notice here, interesting, we actually have a technology we created called Contract Defined Autonomy, or CDA, where the tools have metadata, a one-time usage effect receipt. We burned it, and it recorded what happened, and it hashes each of those proof receipts with the previous, so they kind of like a blockchain, so they can't be broken. So it looks like, okay, it's gone to the next one where it's going to do bulk role assignment, which of course the CDA metadata is going to say that's risky, and that needs human in the loop approval. Again, that's configuration, and I can do bulk. 41 of 41 assigned receipts with a verifiable proof. We can see the governed execution chain, that it validated that delegation from the PDP that was stored in the graph. Agent selected 13 operations that were permitted within the mission boundary. The PDP made 34 policy decisions. 13 effects were executed. And we can capture my initial prompt. And now at this point, you can export the evidence if you need to for an auditor, or let's say this is a process like onboarding a contractor, and it did a great job this time for a complex process. Called the policy engine, figured out the birthright, did the naming convention. The last thing most large customers want is something like onboarding contractor to be non-deterministic and invented every single time. So what you can do is you can get a good run that you like, that really worked well.